Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Pennsylvania Junior Bowlers Tour. I can't say live today on YouTube. I could say taped delayed on YouTube. Due to internet issues, we've had to tape today's finals and upload it. So if you are watching this sometime in the Sunday evening, welcome. Major number one down to the final four. Very difficult pattern. We'll go through the scores and who made it later. We are lining up the four finalists. In the finals, the first match is going to be the 1 seed versus the 4 seed. The second match is going to be the 2 seed versus the 3 seed. We bowled on PJBT pattern number 8 today. For those of you that want to look on our website to see at least what the graph looks like. We don't have any of the particulars there, but you get to see the shape of the pattern. And it proved to be very difficult. I believe cut and scratch for 6 games was in the minus 170s. I've never heard a cut that low. We had, even after match play, 3 bowlers, I believe, were plus on the scratch side. And that's with the bonus pins for winning. So we are just about ready to start. Looks like Tournament Director Matt is ready to go. Take it away, Matt.
Okay, good afternoon, bowling fans, and welcome to 222 Dutch Lanes for our first major finals of the season. Our second event, major number 1. We have our 4 finalists in each division today. We will be bowling a 1 versus 4 match, then a 2 versus 3 match, and then the winners bowl each other for the title. A total of 3 games for our finals today. Okay? It is time to introduce our 4 scratch finalists.
All right, so in the scratch division,
Our number 4 seed from Lancaster, PA, Jordan Shell.
your number 4 seed from Lancaster, Jordan Shell.
Our number 3 seed from Royersford, PA, Mason Doe.
Number 3 seed from Royersford, PA, Mason Doan.
Our number 2 seed from Womelsdorf, PA, Daniel Allhouse.
Number 2 seed from Womelsdorf, PA, Daniel Althouse. I have no idea who that is.
Tournament leader at plus 78 for 9 games from Pasadena, Maryland, Troy Owens.
And for Massanina, Maryland, Troy Owens.
Our 4 scratch finalists.
I believe he was part of the winning team last week in our opening doubles.
Okay, now it's time to introduce our 4 handicap finalists.
On the handicap side,
Number 4 seed from Bethlehem, PA, C.J. Lobach.
your number 4 seed, C.J. Lobach from Bethlehem.
Our number 3 seed from Lancaster, PA, Bethany Jakewith.
Number 3 seed, Bethany Jakewith.
Our number 2 seed from Brooklyn, New York, Julietta Cologne.
Number 2 seed, Julietta Cologne from Brooklyn.
And our tournament leader at plus 107 for 9 games from Exeter Township, PA, Connor Freewall.
Connor Freewall, your number 1 seed from Exeter Township, Pennsylvania.
Finalists.
All right, so we will get ready for match number 1. Looks like we're going to do all 3 matches today on 5 and 6 for scratch and 7 and 8 in handicap, unless if we're going to flip for the finals. Once again this season, for all of our majors, we have the PJBT gold pins in. And once again, for our majors, we are re-oiling for the finals. So this should prove to be interesting, to say the least. So don't forget, for the next 2 weeks, the PJBT goes on hiatus. Next week, we'll be helping out in New Jersey for the Parker Bone Tournament, 20th annual Parker Bone Tournament. Qualifying is Saturday, August the 31st. Bracket finals Sunday, September the 1st. We will certainly be talking more about that soon. And the following week, we are off for the marriage of Skip and Peaches. That should be interesting, to say the least. All right, so all we need is the lanes to come on, and the bowlers will take their warm-up shots, and we will be ready to go. Let me get this out of the way. I have rescheduled my first annual Fatstacular tournament.
Bowlers down there for your first match. Just hit the check mark.
It is Saturday, December the 21st. Don't have quite have a starting time yet. I'm waiting for the bowling center to get back to me. We'll time their junior leagues end that day. It'll probably either be somewhere between 10 and 2 starting time. Changing it up a little bit. Still only 64 bowlers to fill the field. $80 entry fee if you sign up on or before November 1st. After November 1st, the entry fee goes up to $90. So if you plan on getting in, you definitely want to get in before November the 2nd so you could save yourself $10. I also do have raffle tickets. I should have the raffle tickets in my hand probably no later than Tuesday or Wednesday of this week. I'm giving away 15 prizes, 8 bowling balls, 2 3-ball roller bags, and 5 $100 gift certificates to various pro shops around the area. Tickets are going to be $5 each, or you could get 5 tickets for just $20. Of the 8 balls, there is going to be 2 solids, 2 hybrids, 2 pearls, and 2 urethane. Also trying to get some donations so we could have an auction the day of the tournament. Also, for you ladies, the top two girls will receive free entries to... They will receive free entries to the following day's Pennsylvania Junior Bowlers Tour Girls Only Tournament, also being held at East Lincoln. And yes, my tournament, once again, is at East Lincoln. So the top 2 girls finishers in my tournament will receive automatic free entries into the following day's PJBT Girls Only Tournament at East Lincoln. Also, I'm going to hold a special tournament within a tournament. What do I mean by that? That means I'm going to hold a tournament just for the qualifying games. In order to participate in that tournament, it's going to be free, but you need to do something. In order to participate, you must have my logo somewhere on your bowling attire that day, whether it be on your shirt, on your pants, whatever. Have my PA Fats logo on your attire, and you will automatically be entered into a free tournament during qualifying for that day. Also, do not forget, first place prize is going to be a minimum $1,500 guaranteed, as long as I can fill the field, scholarship. If I could get rid of all of the raffle tickets that I'm hoping to get, certainly the prize fund will be a lot more, so prizes will go up. So once again, that is Saturday, December 21st at East Lincoln Lanes. That is between Lancaster and York. $80 to enter before November 2nd. After November 1st, it goes up to $90. We are only taking 64 people to fill the field. 64. I already have 4 entries for this tournament. So I only have 60 spots left. So you definitely want to get in your money as soon as possible. This tournament will fill. Purposely made it on December 21st because college bowlers will be back. And you know college bowlers are going to want to get in this tournament. It will be on a special pattern designed by yours truly. It will not be easy. It will be less than a 2-to-1 ratio. So if you have any questions, feel free to go on to the Facebook page that I created. Just look for the Fatstacular, PHATTSTACULAR. You can message me directly through Facebook. Just look up Jason Althouse. You'll see my picture. And you'll also see the PA Fats logo. So feel free to message me there, or you can email me at jasonalthouse@yahoo.com. I look forward to seeing each and every one of you Saturday, December 21st. I will have flyers out hopefully by the end of this week, and the raffle tickets will also be ready to go. You can pay for the raffle tickets as well via PayPal if you wish. You can pay for the tournament via PayPal. I do have a PayPal link I will be more than happy to send to you. If all goes well, later on next year in the spring, I will be having the Fatstacular Handicap Tournament. So stay tuned for that. All right, looks like we're just about done with practice. Looks like CJ Lobach is going to be getting 46 pins. Connor will be giving CJ 46 pins. I will see if I could get the scores from Matthew.
Okay, bowling fans, it's time for our first semifinal match of two. On the scratch side, we have top seed DJ Owen taking on number 4 seed Jordan Shell. DJ has elected to have Jordan start the match on lane 5. On the handicap side, we have top seed Connor Freewall taking on number 4 seed CJ Lawlop. Connor has elected to have CJ start the match on lane 7. The difference in handicap is 46 going to CJ. Our bowlers are bowling on a fresh pattern today, pattern number 8 that we use for today's tournament. And for our major finals, the PBA gold pins are in. So bowling fans, let's give a nice hand for our semifinalists for match number 1.
All right, and away we go. And just in time, a legend steps into the booth.
I almost forgot how to turn these on.
It's been a while, my friend.
All right.
So it looks like both of our lower seeds will be starting the matches.
So this is a step ladder, correct?
Nope. This is 1 verse 4 and then 2 verse 3.
Five pins galore.
Yes. I'm sure that's going to need to be reset. And Skip is off already. CJ started out with 4. Connor got 8 on his first shot. See if he can pick up the spare. Connor picks up his spare. Connor up, frame number 2. He goes Jersey. Leaves the 136. What would happen if you threw something not urethane down into the gutter? Like maybe your pin down IQ. Jordan made his spare. TJ struck on his first frame. The handicap side, Connor missed in his second frame. CJ open as well. Third frame, CJ leaves the 4-7. Troy is up, looking for an early double, and he gets it. CJ makes his spare. You did good work there, Skip.
Yeah, I only got the wrong lane 3 times.
Connor comes up light, leaves the bucket.
And that one got away from him.
Yes.
Connor free walled there, makes his spare.
Jordan picks up his spare. All right, so let's look at some scores. TJ was by far the most consistent bowler today. That's why he's the number 1 seed. He went 206, 231, 221, 196, 173, 167. To finish at -6, be your leader. So nobody in the scratch was plus after qualifying.
Open there for free walled. He will maintain a 20-pin deficit. Jordan up now, working on the spare, trying to get all 10 this time. That looks a little better. Goes jersey on and leaves another 5-pin. I've seen more 5-pins today than I ever have in my life.
Jordan was the number 3 seed after qualifying with games of 167, 209, 167, 210, 185, 180 for minus 82. So minus 82 was your 3 seed.
And your kid just left a 5-pin on the practice plane.
Yeah, I don't really like his chances too much. He couldn't hit the broadside of a barn early today on this. It played tough. On the handicap side, Connor qualified second with games of 174, 139, 187, 156, 160, 176. With his handicap, he was plus 56. CJ qualified ninth with games of 103, 131, 95, 114, 55, 89. With his handicap, he was minus 73.
He's got the right ball in the right line.
Yes. Looked like that one came off his thumb a little bit early.
Still staying out of trouble, though, which is important.
Absolutely.
Today more than anything.
We're recording today.
Free walled open frame in the 6th. He will still be down 10 pins. CJ up now on lane 8 for his 6th frame. Jordan currently down 40 pins, looking to get back in the match here. One, 2, 4 for CJ. Jordan up now, his 4th frame. Comes around the back of the head pin, leaving the 210. CJ makes his spare. He will increase his lead, 10 pins. CJ up now for his 7th frame. Gets 3. Good spare shot there for Jordan.
Both bowlers are clean through 4.
Connor up now for his 7th frame. 1, 3, 6 for him.
They're moving right along.
Good, let him go. Jordan up now for his 5th frame.
Little unlucky.
Just leaves the weak 8.
So on the handicap side through 7, CJ with a 22-pin lead. And through 4, TJ with a 32-pin lead on the scratch side.
Chop spare there for Connor. Hey, count there for CJ. CJ keeping it around the head pin.
Jersey.
Unlucky 4-9 there. Troy comes up a little high. Opens the door up for Jordan just a little bit here, depending on how he does.
Good effort.
Yeah, good try there. And that's got a chance. Yes, it does. CJ's got a fan club over here.
Yes, he does.
All right, Jordan Shell up now a late 6, trying to chip into that lead. Nine count there for Connor. Another spare for Jordan. Keeping it clean.
He still finds himself down by 22.
Over here on 7, Connor's going to have to make this to have any chance. And he will not.
Yes, that's going to end that. I'm going to let you carry the rest of this home. I'm going to go talk strategy with my kid.
He looks like he needs it.
Yeah, he can't hit the broadside of the barn. I'll be back.
All right, the handicap match is already wrapped up. CJ with the 9 count. That'll put him at 87 in the 9th, and once the scoring resets here, 87 scratch, 142 with his handicap, so he will be moving on to the title match. Jordan Shell gets on the board with his first strike of the game. Puts a little pressure back on Troy Owens now. Troy up on 6 now, coming off that open from the 4-9. Troy comes up high again. That's 3 shots in a row that he had come up high on him. 3-6-10 for Troy. And a spare for Troy. He will maintain a 22-pin lead going into the 8th. Both bowlers on a mark, Jordan on a strike. And a lucky break there for Troy. He gets it just a pinch wide, grabs the head pin, comes around and takes out the 2. (142-121). CJ Laubach over Connor Freewald in our handicap match. Jordan up now looking for a much-needed double. Just something to get a little bit of momentum going here for him here at the end of the game. Could be the difference maker. Almost trips the 1-2-4 out there to get a little bit of a break, but the head pin stands, so a 1-6-10 left for Jordan. Another tough spare for him. Lane 6 has not been good to him at all. Troy will have the chance then to walk up in the 9th and 10th frame and shut out the match. Troy on a 2:07 pace. Jordan almost making that spare. That'll give him 133 in the 8th. (24-pin lead for TJ. Jordan comes up high, leaving the 6-pin. As long as Troy stays clean in the 9th and 10th, he will lock in his spot in the title match. Mason Doan and Daniel Allhouse coming up in our handicap match, or our scratch match rather. Bethany Jaquith and Julie Colon on the handicap side. Spare for Jordan. 143 for him in the 9th. Troy already has 157 in the 8th. So as long as Troy stays clean, he will move on. .310 for Troy. Baby split there. A little bit of work to do. That right lane for Troy just high, high, high. Just hasn't been able to get a decent read on it. Have to see how this lane plays out for him in the next match once there's another game bowled on it. And he will pick off the 10. 175 for Troy in the 9th. He just needs good count here, and he will end the match. Jordan can strike out for 183. TJ has 175 in the 9th, so he only needs 9 pins. Strike there, and that's going to do it. Troy Owens will move on.
Troy's going to be tough to beat.
I agree. Although that right lane is really touchy for him right now. He doesn't have a good look on that right lane at all. Did you get the kid lined up?
Sort of.
I saw he did throw a strike there on his last practice ball, so
He's going to start with his matchup, but then potentially be ready to move right and go with urethane at some point. We'll see. So are you all ready for your big day?
I am. She's not.
Well, that's to be expected.
I did get some good news today. My golf team won today to lock up our spot in the title match
Okay.
the day after my wedding.
Oh, see now, what would have happened if it was the day of? Golf it is.
Well, $100 is $100.
That's right. That's right.
Adjustments would have had to be made.
On the mat.
Bowling fans, that concludes our first semifinal matches. Finishing officially in fourth today in the scratch division, getting a $100 scholarship. Certificate and award goes to Jordan Shell.
Jordan Shell, semifinalist today, $100.
I got to get used to these headphones again. These are completely different than the last ones we had
Yes, they are.
because I can't hear all the background noise anymore. I think I'm talking to no one.
And officially our third place finisher in the handicap division, getting a $100 scholarship, certificate, and award goes to Connor Freewall.
Connor Freewall, semifinalist, $100 for his effort.
Not a bad start for his first PJBT.
Absolutely not.
Semifinal.
All right, so we're going to get ready for our second semifinal.
I think this will be an interesting scratch match. I really do. 180, 170?
We'll see.
As your kid goes up and throws another strike right in front of me.
We'll see. They're definitely playing two separate lines.
He is, Mason's going right at it.
Mason these days being coached by one Dougie Scheidick. That's not a bad coach to have.
No.
Better than my kid's coach, who's me, I guess.
Dougie's heading to a warmer climate soon, though, so
Is he?
yeah, he's moving to Florida.
Maybe I will too.
He's tired of the snow. For those of you that have not signed up yet, there are still spots available for the Parker Bone III 20th annual tournament next week. I do believe quite a few of the side events on Friday are sold out. I think there's still
Yes.
room for the doubles, but the week after that, on Sunday, is the Bowler Max. What's the actual name of that tournament? The Bowler Max Scholarship Tournament at Suburban Bowlerama.
Yes, I have a flyer for that.
Yes, okay, here it is. The second annual Youth Scholarship Tournament presented by Bowler Max Pro Shop. That is at Colony Park North. Junior Gold qualifier and all the fixins and everything. That is a 10 a.m. start time. And I do believe that flyer is available online at suburbanbowlerama.com. That tournament presented by Suburban Bowlerama, JuniorBowling.com, and the Mid-Atlantic Bowling Events. The weekend after that, we are at Leisure Lanes for Major number 2. It's going to be back-to-back majors for the PJBT. Sunday, September 15th, the major out there. And then the following weekend, the 21st and 22nd, I believe, we are off that weekend.
Yes, we are.
For all of our bowlers to go down and bowl the Mid-Atlantic Baker Team Tournament down in Maryland. And then the following weekend, we have our first girls tournament at ABC West, followed the next day by our adult junior number 1 up at Chaco's. And quite possibly some Pizza Bella.
Absolutely, not quite possibly.
You think they remember us? You think they wonder why we haven't come around in a while?
No.
When we walk in and say hi, they might say, "Who are you again?"
Yes. I mean, granted, you and I do leave a lasting impression, but, you know, not that lasting.
That's some darn good pizza.
It is.
And that runs us through September.
Yeah, you know, that Old Forge style pizza Dougie Scheidegg can't get in Florida.
That's true.
Yes.
He's going to be sorry.
Yes, he is. For those of you that have never had Old Forge style pizza, you do not know what you're missing.
Just another tournament throw out there. The second weekend in October is the Danny Wiseman Youth Scholarship Tournament.
Yep. We'll get to that after the next match.
Okay.
Yes. I hit them up about my tournament pretty heavily earlier.
Yes. That is December 21st.
Yes.
Okay. The first ever Fatstacular.
Yes. I got raffle tickets coming now.
Nice. How many prizes are we looking at?
15.
Bowling balls, gift cards, assorted items like that, I believe I read.
8 balls, 2 bags, 5 gift cards. $5 per ticket, 5 tickets for $20.
And you are guaranteeing $1,500, correct?
Yep, a lot more if I could sell 1,000 raffle tickets. Plus, the top 2 girls finishers get free entries until the next day's girls-only tournament at East Lincoln. And a free tournament within a tournament if you wear the PA Fats logo on your attire that day.
Could be a pretty profitable day.
It could. I need sponsors. You want to help?
That's an $80 entry fee?
Yes.
Okay, bowling fans, it's time for semifinal number 2. On the scratch side, we have number 2 seed Daniel Allhouse taking on number 3 seed Mason Doan. Daniel has elected at Mason start the match on lane 5. On the handicap side, we have number 2 seed Julietta Cologne taking on number 3 seed Bethany Jaquet. Julietta has elected to start the match on lane 7, and the difference in handicap is 10 pins going to Bethany. Bowling fans, let's give a nice hand for our game 2.
All right, and away we go. It's $80 as long as you sign up by November 1st. $90 after. Yes. My thinking is I will be filled by November the 1st or around, hopefully. Mason up first.
I should have went to the PGA Tour Championship today. I could have played better than half of these guys.
Well, they were a little affected by that lightning strike yesterday. I'm sure you've heard about that.
I got bits and pieces.
People hiding under a tree. 2 10 pins left.
Seriously?
Yes.
I didn't hear that part.
Yes. Mason picks up his 10 pin. Good spare. Would have made the 7 pin with it.
And the lightning hit the tree?
Yes.
Whoops.
Julietta does not make hers. Bethany will be getting 10 pins in this match, so pretty even. See what Daniel can do in his first shot. He strikes. Good shot there. See what Bethany could do. Little Diva. Little Diva's not so little anymore. Good shot there. I believe she's starting 8th grade. second frame. It's a double for Daniel. See if Bethany could follow and double as well. She crosses over, leaves the 1, the 3, the 6, the 9. Mason now up. Frame 2, he's down 10. Good shot by Mason. Got a ball stuck on 7. Mason now up looking for a double. He comes in light, misses the head pin. See, that just shows how tricky these lanes are. He didn't miss his mark by much, and he didn't hit the head pin. 1, 2, 4, 8. Makes his spare. So he's clean through 3. It's the front 3 for Daniel.
She allowed to check the conditioner for a dog.
Daniel misses right pretty badly, leaves himself to 1, 2. Should be able to make this. Daniel picks up his spare. Mason, you have the option to wait if you want. That's completely up to you. Okay. Looks like we're back. All right. Bethany up in the shooting her spare in the second, and she gets them. Not the right way, but spare's a spare. Mason now up in the 4th. He comes in high, leaves himself the 310. Julietta now up her second frame. It's a good shot. Oh, just leaves the 9 pin. Good cover there by Mason to stay clean. He's down by 20. Julietta makes her spare. Great shot there by Mason. That was his 5th frame. Daniel catches a break. He had the baby split up there, knocked out the 10 pin. Just leaves himself a single pin. Julietta left herself a semi-difficult spare. 1, 3, 6, 8. She only gets the back pin. Daniel covers his spare. Up by 19, but Mason is on a strike with a double. He could close the gap to within 9. Daniel up, frame 6. Good strike there by Bethany. So she goes strike, spare, strike to start out her first 3 frames. Daniel up now, frame 6, lane number 5. Good shot. Looks like the ball is stuck again. All right, let's see what Bethany could do. Frame number 4. She's working on a strike. She could increase her lead. Looked like she grabbed a hold of that one. Probably lucky just to leave 4. Mason gets his double, so he cuts Daniel's lead down to 9. He could actually take the lead here with a strike.
Lost that one there.
Yes. But he makes the spare.
That's a tough spare on a pattern like this.
Yes, it is. Absolutely. So Daniel maintains his 9-pin lead. He could go up by 19 with a strike. Julietta working off an open. They're still only in the 4th frame. And she leaves a 2-4-10. That's inside. And he catches a huge break.
That could be the deciding shot right there.
Yes, it can. He tells me all the time how much he hates when he does that. I finally got him to realize that. You don't deserve it. You'll take the break, but you don't deserve it. Much better shot. Well, taking advantage of the break. Juliet only got 1 on her spare. She seems to be a little discombobulated right now.
Yeah, she's a little lost.
Mason up in the 8th. He leaves himself the bucket. Kind of knew that right off his hand that he wasn't going to make that. Wonder if he got a little rattled with Daniel's break in the 7th frame.
I just saw here Parker Bone III won the PBA 50 this weekend.
Did he?
Yes, he did.
We'll have to congratulate him next week.
Absolutely.
Well, I don't know if I'll be there.
He'll probably say, eh.
Yes. I'm sure he'd much rather win a PJBT Adult Junior.
Probably.
Yes. Well, who wouldn't?
Well.
Especially with us calling the match.
I even called my own match. Give me a wireless. I'll do play-by-play right from the approach.
Bethany does not make her bucket. All right, Mason spared in the 9th, so the most he could shoot is 200. So Daniel basically just needs a couple good frames. Like, he doesn't even need to mark. And he'll be moving on. In fact, if he gets 8 right here on this ball, he shuts out Mason. Bethany breaks up the split.
Boy. Well,
Good time for it.
at least he didn't need it to win.
Yes. You know what? The lanes giveth, the lanes taketh. You remember what he did there the last time he was over there?
Sometimes you got to take it and run.
Yes. Bethany makes her spare. All right, so Daniel will be moving on to the finals against TJ. I'm sure you will agree with me, Skip. This will not be the last time we see Mason.
No. Mason was just recently one of our handicap bowlers
Yes,
a couple
he
of years
was.
ago. Even last year, he really came on strong in the second half of the season.
Yep. All right, so Daniel will be in the 230s.
Well, that was way off on 180, 170.
Yeah, I guess Troy did a good job of breaking this lane down. And Jordan.
Julie making her spare. Daniel Allhouse will be moving on, 236 for him, so we're going to focus on the handicap match here. That is currently pretty much a 5-pin match. A 9 count there for Bethany. She takes a slight lead. The handicap difference only 10. No, it's gonna be okay. It will be about a 20 pin lead for Bethany. I didn't have that last spare added in there. $23 pins through 7. Julie working on a mark. Bethany up now on lane 7 for her 8th frame. Much better shot there for Bethany. She will increase her lead to 33. And Julie has a little bit of work to do.
That she does.
Comes up just a tad high, leaves the 4-pin. $236,199, your final score in the scratch match.
I got an update on my horse.
Uh-oh. Is it good or bad?
He worked out today. If he came out of the workout fine, they'll be running him next Saturday up at Saratoga.
Does your horse run at Hollywood at all?
Let's. He cost $750,000.
Oh.
I do not own 100% of them. I can tell you that. The value of the race he will be running in next Saturday is $90,000.
So he doesn't have time for Hollywood.
No. Be a good place though to come and break your maiden if you want to be sure you want to break it though. Looking for a much improved effort off of his first start. Nice horse racing angle when you get out early and then tire with about a furlong to go. You usually come back, run strong in the next race. Don't know if he'll win or not, but looking at him to run a much better race.
What's the name of your horse?
Wayne O.
Wayne O.
Yes. I invested in that one because if he wins a grade 1 race, for every share of the horse I own, I get $600 automatically. The affiliate that I'm associated with is putting up $6 million advanced dollars for his breeding if he wins a grade 1.
What a bargain.
That's pretty much how I'm investing in my kid's college future. I need him to win a grade 1 or my kid can't go to college. All right, so with 7 pins here in the 10th, Bethany will be moving on. And that's a winner. Bethany will be moving on to face CJ Lobach in the finals. That was a great shot.
That oversized bowling ball.
Yes.
The ball return does not like her equipment.
Has a pretty good 10th frame.
3 in the 10th for Bethany. She's come quite a long way also in the last couple of years.
Has. Yes, she has. And her brother.
As soon as this match is over, PA, I'm going to let you fly slow, though. It's almost bedtime for this guy.
I understand.
10 p.m. is going to be here quick.
Well,
The life of the boss.
yes. If I don't get down to Jersey then next weekend, I wish you luck walking down the aisle.
Yeah, if you see some red smoke up in the air, you know what happened.
They picked a new pope.
And it wasn't me.
There's always time to back out.
236, 199. Your scratch final. Over on the handicap side, Bethany Jakewith, 161. Julie Cologne, 126. It will be Bethany against CJ and Daniel against Troy. And hopefully I will see all of you down at the Parker Bone III Memorial. Not Memorial.
Memorial.
I'm sorry. I worded that one very incorrectly. Parker Bone III Annual Scholarship Tournament. God, I hope he didn't hear that.
Oops.
That's a whoops.
Oops.
I misworded that one.
Let's just go to Matt.
Okay, bowling fans, that concludes our second semifinal for today's first major, finishing officially third in the scratch division, getting a $100 scholarship certificate and award goes to Mason Doan.
Mason Doan, semifinalist today, $100 added to his scholarship fund.
And officially our fourth place finisher in the handicap division, getting a $100 scholarship certificate and award goes to Julietta Cologne.
Julietta Cologne, semifinalist, $100.
So before I bail out, PA, let's throw out that Danny Wiseman tournament quick.
Go ahead.
Because I actually just did some work on the entries this week with Peaches a little bit.
I'm going to let you redeem yourself because I got to try to find out what happened between Parker's winning the tournament and it becoming a memorial. I got to find out what.
I don't even know where that came from.
I'm going to look for some breaking news here.
So the Danny Wiseman tournament is October 12th and 13th. $65 a squad. There is 3 squads, 9:30, 1, and 6. We are currently right around 160 entries, so we are halfway to sold out. So if you are interested in bowling, you can go to our website, pjbtbowlingseries.com, and you can sign up through our online payment option. Just when you do sign up, put down which squad you want if you're not paying for all 3, but if you are paying for all 3, certainly put down all squads. And we also need your USBC number and USBC number and average, USBC number so we can look you up on bowl.com because we will confirm every average for everyone that bowls. So get your entries in. We're just about halfway there. Field is limited to 342 bowlers for all 3 squads combined, and we are currently right around the 160, 170 mark, so we're getting there. So special thanks to the Blair family at Al's Action Tire Company for sponsoring this year's event. And hopefully we can get to that 300 bowler plateau. There's Gene right now, standing next to me. I was just talking about Al's Action Tire.
Al's Action Tire, yeah.
So we will be back momentarily. PA will be back with our title match. All right, I'm all Danny Wiseman out.
Okay.
I will catch you later. Hopefully your worst case here is coffee.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't even rain on Memorial Day.
Walking away a winner on that one.
All right. So Skip is left. All right, so Bethany will be giving CJ 27 pins. All right, so it looks like Troy and Bethany will be starting, both of the higher seeds.
Okay, bowling fans, it is time for our title matches for the first major of the PJBT's 21st season here at 222 Dutch Lanes. On the scratch side, we have top seed TJ Owens taking on number 2 seed Daniel Allhouse. TJ has elected to have Daniel start the match on lane 5. On the handicap side, we have number 3 seed Bethany Jaquith taking on number 4 seed CJ Laubach. Bethany has elected to have CJ start the match on lane 7, and the difference in handicap is 27 going to CJ. Bowling fans, we started with 87 bowlers today. Let's give a round of applause for our 4 finalists for today's event.
All right, and as Matthew was talking, the monitors flipped, so Daniel and CJ are starting the match. Again, CJ is getting 27 pins. Daniel crosses over, leaves a 5 pin. CJ crosses over, leaves a 6 pin. Daniel makes his spare, CJ does not. Bethany up, lane number 8. She continues her strike train. TJ not throwing the same ball that he threw in the semifinals. Missed right, left himself the 1, the 2, and the 7. Split for Bethany, 4-6. Much better shot there by TJ. He makes his spare. And we are all tied through 1. Bethany takes her 1. CJ up quickly. He kicks out the split, and TJ struck. CJ makes his spare. Good spare there by CJ. Daniel puts 10 back in the second. That match remains tie. CJ in around the head pin again. Leaves just the 9 pin. There's a double for Daniel. He takes a 10-pin lead. CJ does not make his spare.
Good evening, bowlers, and welcome to Dutch Lanes. For league board, I just got announcements before we turn over practice. Hang on, guys, I go down and talk to you guys down below.
Bethany up, frame 3. Double there by Troy. Keeps that match all tied up. Bethany trying to make her 10 pin, and she does not. Almost. TJ looking for 3 in a row. He comes in a little high, leaves the 3-6. Bethany crosses over, leaves the 1-3-6. Troy converts his spare. Bethany chops her spare. Daniel gets the 7 out. CJ leaves the 1, the 2, the 4, and the 7. CJ makes his spare. Oh, 7 pin for Daniel. Slid the 5 right in front of it. Bit of a bad break. CJ does not hit any in the 5th, coming off of a spare. Daniel covers his. So he, at the moment, has an 11-pin lead. All right, Bethany now up in the 5th. Has a great shot by Troy. TJ. Bethany left the 6-10, which she converts. So she's down by 18. Troy looking to cut into Daniel's lead, making it 1-4 pin.
All right, spare it up, bud.
Bethany misses the head pin, leaves the 1-2-4. Troy, TJ. Easy conversion on his spare. Bethany chops her spare. Good shot there by Daniel. Maintains his 11-pin lead. CJ hits pocket, leaves just a 5-pin. Daniel comes in high. CJ makes his spare. Daniel came in high, left himself the 6-10. Not a good spare attempt there by Daniel. Short arm the living heck out of that. That could be the turning point of this match. And CJ does not have a good 7th frame at all. He double guttered.
Shot, baby.
Good shot there by TJ. He now finds himself up by 3. Could extend it to 13. Bethany left the 2-4-5-7. Three, 6-10 by TJ. Bethany did not make her spare, so she is down by 13 with 3 frames to go. TJ makes his spare. Bethany gets them all down. CJ leaves the 1-3-6. Frame 8. All right, Daniel now up. He finds himself down for the first time in this match. That's a strike for Daniel. He could retake the lead here with a strike in the 9th. CJ misses his spare. Suddenly that match gets a lot closer. In fact, it is now tied. 4-pin by Daniel. CJ left a 6-10. All right, Daniel converts his spare, so the match is in TJ's hands. He can triple an 8 for the victory. Bethany doubles up. She extends her lead. She all of a sudden finds herself up by about 22. Troy definitely was off balance. TJ off balance on that shot.
Squared up.
Leads himself to 6-10. Bethany leaves herself at washout. If she makes this, she will need 2 pins to shut out CJ and TJ with an open. So both TJ and Daniel missed that spare in this game, and all of a sudden, Daniel now up by 10. Bethany does not make her spare. She has 135, so CJ is going to need to double an 8. Double an 8 to claim the victory. And he does not, so that means Bethany is going to be the winner. So we'll turn our attention to the scratch match. TJ strikes here. He shoots 195. Which he didn't. He got 3. So 188. So basically, Daniel now just needs good count. If Daniel gets 7 on this shot, he will win the championship. Anything else, he's going to have to shoot and get something on his second shot. Oh, no. So that's 5. So now Daniel's going to need to get 4. And that's the winner. That will be title number 11 for Daniel, his 3rd major. All right, so Bethany Jakewith with a 135-116 victory over CJ Lobach, and Daniel Althaus with a 200-188 victory over TJ Owens. Interesting 10th frame there in both matches, to say the least. All right, so we will have award presentations, and then we will have interviews with our winners. TJ Owens, runner-up finisher today in the scratch division, $150 in his scholarship fund.
Our runner-up finisher in the handicap division, getting a $150 scholarship certificate and award goes to C.J. Laubach.
CJ Lobach, runner-up finisher in the handicap division, $150 into his scholarship fund.
Okay, and now to crown our champions. For our first major of the year, we have the glass bowling pins back for our major champions for this year. In the scratch division, getting a $300 scholarship certificate and first place bowling pin goes to Daniel Allhouse.
Daniel Althouse, your scratch division champion, $300 for his scholarship fund.
And our winner in the handicap division, receiving a $300 scholarship certificate and the first place class bowling pin for the major title goes to Bethany Jaquith.
And your handicap champion, Bethany Jaquith.
You're welcome. We'll get a picture with our winners and then we'll send them back for final interviews. We hope to see everybody. Next weekend is the Parker Bowling Scholarship Tournament, so make sure you join us down in Howell, New Jersey for Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday for his events. The PJBT will return 3 weeks from today. We will return on Sunday, September the 15th for our second major of the season at Leisure Lanes in Lancaster. Thank you, everybody. Have a great evening.
All right, I will set up the camera for post-match interviews.
Congratulations. All right, back to Jason. That's really good. Good point. That's a very good point. Oh my gosh. You were.
Let's go, little diva. I do believe you're the one I call Little Diva, right?
Yes.
Camera.
Okay.
So we are here with our handicap division champion today, the Little Diva, starting 8th grade, 7th grade. I asked you that last week. Bethany Jaquith, congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, for the better part of that finals match, you were losing till about the 8th frame.
Yeah.
Did you keep your composure? Did you start to get a little nervous? Did you think you had it? Were you, still confident that you were going to pull through?
I wouldn't say I knew I had it, but I was like trying my best, and I don't know how to word it.
I understand
tried-
what you're saying.
Yeah, I tried my best.
Yes.
And
today your best was good enough.
Yeah,
Yes. What equipment were you throwing?
I was throwing the DD8 Prowler, and I don't know. We call it my peace ball, but I don't know my spare ball.
That's okay. So, take us back. In the first match here,
Okay.
you finished off well. I mean, your opponent didn't have the best of matches, so you had a decently easy match, but you finished with 3 strikes in the 10th.
Yeah.
Did you move lines? What did you change anything that allowed you to strike 3 times in the 10th that helped you to find something for the second game?
I started looking around the second arrow because I was looking in between the third and the second.
Mm-hmm.
And I moved, I think, one board
Okay.
left. Yeah.
Okay.
And I just felt a lot more comfortable.
When do you start school? Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, I feel so sorry. No, I don't.
Why don't you feel sorry? for me?
Because I had to do school for 17 years myself, so I don't feel sorry.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I understand
And
that.
and I'd rather go back to school than have to go to a job tomorrow morning anyway. Trust
Okay,
me.
I
Trust me.
get
You'll,
that.
you'll understand when you get older. So tournament title number.
Is that?
They don't know.
It's either 4 or 5.
Other. Okay. Any majors? Is this your first major?
This is all majors. 4 or
You-
5 all
Oh,
majors.
oh, she's only wins majors. Nothing wrong with that. That's awesome. No. Who do you want to thank for this?
Mike and Dolly. Mike's my coach, and Dolly,
Pretty good coach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, amazing. They came down from Maryland today just to watch my brother and I,
Yes, they did.
and my mom and my dad, and
That was nice of them. Nice of
And-
you to thank them.
my brother Drew and Jordan and Kyle and their parents for cheering me along this whole time,
Yeah.
and
Oh.
Jason,
Oh.
PA Fats.
Yeah, yeah. Of course. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Oh yeah. I thank Eric for
Yes.
being my personal ball return.
Yes. Yes. That was a little interesting there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we're gonna let you go because you gotta get to bed because you gotta get up tomorrow morning for school.
What time is it?
It's 6:15.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, you probably got about an 8 o'clock bedtime tonight.
12 hours I'll be up.
Oh, you know what? I'll be up too in 12 hours. So, all right.
Yeah.
Once again, your handicap champion taking home the $300 first place prize and the glass trophy. Bethany Jaquith, Little Diva. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We even match. We even match.
We do match.
We do. I know. Who would have thunk? I'm impressed that he wears it. Title number 11, major number 3. Congratulations. You had to make it a little interesting there in the 10th.
I literally only told myself just keep it on the lane, hit the head pin,
Yeah,
and I did not do that.
yes. I'm
Those-
sure you knew you only needed 7 on your
I just
first
knew I
shot.
needed to hit the head pin basically, and I was fine.
Yes. Yes.
And then once I looked up, I'm like, all right, I just need 4. As long as you hit the head pin, you'll get 4 on this spare.
Yes, thankfully you left a spare where all the pins are in the mill. It's going to be interesting to go back and watch that shot.
I don't know how he got 3.
You know what? He
When
kinda,
he did that, I'm like,
yeah, he looked like he kind of gave up after he opened in the 9th.
yeah.
He didn't look like he tried so much in the 10th. And then he seemed a little disappointed that he didn't try so much in the 10th. And that's why, match isn't over until you're shut out.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about your day. You did not start out very well.
I started with a $130.
Yes.
And I told you after that, I told Ryan, I told you that I will get back to even at some
Yes, you
point.
did. Mm-hmm.
Then the rest of qualifying, I went to minus about 30. So I was dilly-dallying in between a few different things. I moved in, found a decent line, ended at minus 103, which was good for 6th. I'm not sure, but that's good for 6th.
Yes.
Okay. So then in match play, I found a lot of room. All of a sudden, I had about four boards worth of room, which is pretty good on this because I'd actually compare this to a college pattern. This was hard. And I shot 220, 220, 220. Got all the way to plus 50. And then in the finals, I was glad I was a 2 seed.
That
I
was
got
going to be my next question.
Got a break. You were helping me actually determine what I needed to do to make sure I was the 2 seed.
That was going to be my second next question.
And I bowled their entire first match trying to figure something out. And then basically I was watching Troy.
Yes.
What was he doing? And he was kind of just feathering something. whether what ball that was to me was different. I threw about 4 or 5 different balls like he did, and the ball that I ended up throwing was probably the last ball I thought I was going to throw. Did not ever think I'd be throwing a matchup.
We won't say who suggested that he throws every ball that he brought in practice just to see what would work. No.
I was never probably tried the matchup.
Yes.
Last thing I was going to
Oh, so I get credit for this title.
try. I still had to make shots.
Yes, you did. So, obviously, you didn't come into this finals with a lot of confidence, knowing what you did on
No.
Fresh earlier.
No. I was just hoping the first match against Mason, if I shoot like 180, I might win.
Mhm.
And then
And he bowled good.
shot one. I would have never said he was going to shoot 199.
No.
I would have never shot I was going to shoot 236.
Yes.
Never in my life.
Yes.
And then the title match, I'm like, probably 210 might be good enough. Figuring he would shoot 200. Once
Yes.
I whiffed that 610, I thought it was over. I
Mhm.
figured he'll double because now he'll loosen up a little bit.
Yes.
If I could somehow strike out, I'll get a chance at
Mhm.
230. I think I could have struck out for.
Yes.
And then he lost the left lane.
Yeah, he could not hit lane 5. I was wondering, like, do you know what ball he changed to?
It's some ebonite ball. No,
Okay.
a Rebel Yell.
Rebel Yell?
That's hammer.
Okay.
Rebel Yell hammer. I think
Okay.
that's what he was
I,
throwing.
I was wondering, should he have actually gone back to the ball he used in the first match, just on lane 5?
That may have worked. The other ball was probably smoother.
Okay.
And then I was just focusing on don't turn your hand around it, don't turn your hand around it, don't turn your hand around it. Just roll it, roll it, roll it, and it won't dive on you.
Mm-hmm. And it didn't. All right, so title number 11, major number 3.
Yes.
You start your second year of college tomorrow.
Yes. I, for one, don't have to be up at 6. My first class is at 11:15,
College life.
but then I have another class at 6 to 8:40 at night.
Yes. Who would you like to thank?
Well, I guess I gotta thank you. I guess.
I may know what I'm talking about from time to time.
Thank Ryan May for supplying me with my bowling equipment, helping me learn to drill my own stuff. So, thank Penn State. They seem to help me a lot whenever they certainly can. Harry, Jim, and Nick.
And the PJBT.
And PJBT for running tournaments and
Yes.
running tournaments every week and taking time out of your weekends to put together these tournaments for us.
Yes. All right, so once again, your Scratch Division champion, taking home his 3rd major of his career, title number 11, Daniel Althouse. Stay right here while we wrap this up.
Okay.
All right, PJBT is off the next 2 weeks, but next week we are down in Jersey for the Parker Bone Tournament. As Skip said, the Parker Bone Memorial Tournament earlier. You have to hear about that story, Matt. And then the following week, if Skip makes it, he is walking down the aisle with Peaches. So we are off the next 2 weeks. We will be back in 3 for major number 2 from Leisure, correct?
Correct.
All right. From all of us here at the Pennsylvania Junior Bowlers Tour, we look to see you then. Have a great 3 weeks. Wave goodbye. See ya.